going on YouTube? Rock here. Just wanted to do a quick review on the S95B. So these are my thoughts, as far as just doing a review on the television. The build quality is very, very sound. It's a sturdy, handsome TV. It's just really, really nice. It's classy. The panel is very thin. You can see it from the side. It's super thin. And so, it's just, you have to be very, very careful with it. It's very delicate. I mean, it'll flex and bend, so you just kind of have to take your time with the panels when you're setting it up. But other than that, I mean, it's pretty sound. And then the ports on the back, I mean, you got four HDMI 2.1s with 48 gigabit per second bandwidth. So I think that's awesome that they're including that with VRR. You have FreeSync Premium. So, I mean, you got like all these different things for gaming. On the sound side, I mean, I kicked it up. It didn't sound, amazing. The sound was decent to me. It does have Dolby Atmos capability. So as far as like, being able to push out Dolby Atmos, it can do that. So the S95B to me, the sound is okay. I don't think it's anything, just ridiculously great, but it's pretty good. And so, I mean, I would definitely recommend the sound bar. As far as visuals, I mean, you guys have heard, you guys have seen, videos where people are comparing. And for me, I had to see it with my own eyes. I had to lay my eyes on it. And it is definitely a step up from old, just regular WRGB OLED. So I really feel like, with the color brightness, the clarity of the images, and just the pop, the punch, the color, just the color punch, man, it's a fantastic TV, guys. Just across the board. I mean, you really do have to see it up close, because once you see it up close is when it just registers with you like how great of a TV so far Samsung has brought to the table. I mean, I really feel like, picture wise, it is a step in the right direction. And for that, I mean, QD OLED for me is definitely going to be in my house. There are some cons, that I would like to talk about. There's nothing super horrible, but at the same time, they're kind of a pain in the butt. And one of them is the operating system. I feel like the OS is kind of sluggish sometimes. It doesn't do what you ask it to do, and sometimes it's just hard to see what you're trying to, like, if you're trying to change the picture to your liking, or whatever you're trying to calibrate it to, or whatever you're trying to get to. It seems like you have to back up out of whatever you're doing to access the settings and make adjustments and whatnot. For gaming wise, you should be able to just push on your remote the plus button or the fast forward button and get to whatever you need to get to access the gaming features. But for other people that want to, like, on the fly watch while they're watching a movie, they can make those adjustments. It's kind of a pain in the butt to have to, like, back out of what you're watching to go to the settings sometimes. So that's one of the things, is the operating system. I think Samsung should definitely take a look at that again, maybe revert back to what they did last year, the years prior, that were a little bit easier for people to navigate. And then the other thing for me is just the lack of Dolby Vision. The content, you don't have to have Dolby Vision. It's still an immaculate picture, but I really feel like at that price point that Samsung is still, like, to a degree, just kind of jipping us as far as, like, not adding Dolby Vision. I know HDR10, and HDR10 Plus are, their own metadata and everything, but at the same time, I feel like, for what we're paying, Samsung should at least try to include Dolby Vision at this point. The TV is immaculate without it, but at the same time, I feel like it would just take it to a whole nother realm. Just adding it to have that flexibility for people to adjust and to try different things out to get that perfect picture that they like. So those are the two things that I think are cons, is the lack of Dolby Vision and the operating system. So, but overall, I think it's a great television. I've thoroughly enjoyed and trying to tinker with it and find out the rough patches that it may have, but also just enjoy the fact that we have a new technology that is just, it's just a phenomenal picture, and it gives you that quality that we have all been wanting. We've all been wanting those, punchy images with, infinite black, that contrast, just, we wanted that best of both worlds. We kind of finally are starting to get that. So for me, moving forward, I think for me, I do want a bigger panel. And so, I probably will end up, taking this one back but at the same time, I really feel like I will have QD OLED in my house just because the technology is phenomenal. It is an amazing technology, and I gotta have it. But I will wait for a bigger panel. And so with that, I do recommend the S95B for people that are looking for 55 and 65-inch televisions. I mean, you probably will not at this point get a better image out of the box. That TV is amazing, but we also need to wait for the A95K. I think that's going to be a great offering as well from Sony. And so, if you need to wait. If you're looking for something now, that's the TV that I would definitely recommend you buying. The S95B is it's an amazing TV. So these are just my thoughts, guys. Everybody has an opinion, but I appreciate you guys tuning in. And like I always say, I hope everybody's doing well, and game on.